You are now tuned in to DAR Sports Media, the college football show, coming at you at this beautiful Football Friday. We are ready for another locked and loaded weekend. Wasn't too much crazy stuff going on last week. I think Colorado might have. I don't know if they turned their season around, but I think they saved it so far because things were looking rough in that first quarter last weekend. Tay's Notre Dame struck back with a vengeance, 66-point butt whooping over Purdue. And the big news of the day, Arch Manning's going to get his first start for the University of Texas, for Texas University, as our friend on the Brahma bullpen over on UFM calls it. Going to get his first start for the newly minted number one team in the nation, the University of Texas. Looking like it's due to an injury though, and people are very sure that Quinn Ewers is going to just get the spot back when he comes back from injury. But I've seen weirder things happen, and the hype around Arch seems to be growing and growing and growing. So we'll see about that. Tay, what stood out to you about week 3?
Well, like you said, Notre Dame had a great bounce back game. They definitely needed that, to save their season, honestly. Oregon came to play.
Finally.
Yeah, they won 49-14 against Oregon State. I don't think Oregon State's all that good. I don't think anyone they played was not on their level at least. So, yeah, they came to play. Definitely, I was happy about that. That's really it. There was a lot of and that Kansas State Arizona game that surprised me. I thought Arizona was better than that. They looked like they didn't belong in the same field.
Yeah, they did. They did not quite live up to the hype, did they?
Not at all.
I got a quick
comments. Yeah.
Quick comment about Arizona. If I go on the teams I want to talk about, Arizona losing their coach to Washington, even though Washington lost to Washington State, which is crazy. That really put a damper on a lot of things. They didn't look really impressive against Northern Arizona. It's something with this coach, like they're not reacting to him too well. Like they're a little off, man. Like, I mean, McMillan's still probably wide receiver number 1. He did his thing against Kansas State.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he's pretty much the Porsche at the trap house at this point. I expected a little bit more from Fafita, a little bit disappointed in how he's playing. But yeah, I'm real disappointed in them. But continue.
And I was watching those spreads that I told us to go over on. I think I was pretty successful. Did we say Tennessee? Didn't they do that in the second quarter?
Oh boy. It was not looking good. These fellas are onside kicking down up 35-0 in the first quarter.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was bad. And we had another one last week too. I don't remember who it was. It was similar. It was in the 50-point area. I can't remember who it was. Was it Miami?
Well, we had Boston College and Mizzou, and that covered.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a decent game though. Like
hell yeah.
Right.
Boston College is to be reckoned with.
They're legit.
Yeah, they're good.
Tay, I'm surprised the what stuck out to you section doesn't include, because we were all in here chuckling and throwing back drinks about how NIU got paid $1.5 million to go in there and get a W. Well, there's another team this past weekend that got paid $1.5 million to go into some place. Look at Axe. He thought we were going to forget, but we didn't. There was another team that got paid $1.5 million to go into a stadium and whoop some ass. Do you remember that game, Tay?
Yeah.
Memphis.
Honestly, I forgot. Like, Florida State is that bad. Like, they just got put on the back of the bus. But that's embarrassing. Florida State, you said 8 games. You said bowl game. It might be 3 games. Florida State.
Oh, we're not bowl eligible, brother. Like, let's
go ahead and jump into that trajectory. We'll switch over to Axe and what stuck out to him this week, and we'll start with that because I know that has to be sticking out. So where are we headed Where are we headed on this train? Has the bridge blown out in front of it? It looks like.
Man, it's so many. I don't even know where to start. All right, so whew, we paid 800,000 wow for DJ Uyunglele, and he had 650 passing yards in 3 games, bro.
It's bad.
Like,
He looks bad.
He looks horrible. Like, I don't know where that guy from Oregon State went, but we got the Clemson version of this guy, bro. Horrible, slow in the pocket, missing throws. We have no run game, no defense. Everybody running around, lost, blowing coverages. And Memphis was trying to give us the game. That was the fucked up part. We were playing horrible, and it was still a 1-possession game. We have a dumbass penalty. The team looks undisciplined. They look soft. They look weak. Like, Florida State don't play this type of weak-ass shit. This reminds me of a Willie Taggart-ass team, bro. And I'm really starting to believe the whole mercenary transfer thing, that shit ain't working. When you don't build a culture, you don't have, like, players in depth and shit like that, it's affecting it. Like, we're affected by that. And it's another team I can't remember right now. They seem like they're getting the bad end of that too. But we're number one as far as, like, abusing the transfer portal, not having a culture. I thought it was going to be a good thing. I said before the season, like, yo, Mike Norvell's nice in the transfer portal. This year, fuck ass no. We look horrible, bro. Like, and Memphis shot to them at 3-0, so I'm not going to completely poo-poo on them, but that's an inexcusable loss.
Do you blame the coach? Like, he
Yes.
said DJ U's still good.
Yes,
He
I
said
blame the
he's
coach. If
seen
you
growth.
want to say DJ U's good, you look just as delusional as John Harbaugh, bro. Saying our O-line's good.
Yeah.
So at this point, I have nothing to look forward to as far as college football. I just want to see the teams that I dislike lose. I'm gonna be the biggest hater. That's pretty much what I'm gonna be on. I have, like, what do I have to look forward to? Like, my Heisman picks was trash. Like my team is fucking garbage. We're probably the worst Power 5 team. We don't have a win. Like, almost everybody else got a win, bro. Like, we're like, this is some Willie Taggart shit. But I want to talk about other games. So, like I said, I was impressed with Missouri. The Arch Man and Quinn Ewers thing. It's one guy on my timeline that swears Quinn Ewers needs a transfer. I'm like, yo, he's gonna enter his name in the draft. Like, he's probably QB3.
Yeah, he's going to transfer to the NFL. That's where he's going.
Yeah, and, like, he keeps saying, like, he needs to put in his transfer papers. I'm like, yo, he's going to the league, bro. Like, what the fuck you mean transfer?
I don't know why he didn't go to the league last year.
That's what I said. I was surprised he came back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier to come back nowadays because you're making some money.
That's true.
You probably ain't got. You probably. I think yours is on the older side, right? So he probably has very little on the the class, like the classwork side that he has to do. That he has to contend with. Right. You're treated like little fucking kings. Now Quinn Ewers is probably making close to $1 million. So,
he making more.
He's making like top 10 in NIL, like in all of sports.
So then there you go.
But like he would make more in the NFL. Rookies.
But yours a lot more. The clock's ticking.
Yeah, you tell you're not ready and you're getting paid. You can you ain't gotta be as desperate as you was back in the day. I see what you're saying.
Once you're in the NFL, the clock's ticking for you being out of the NFL already. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You might as well take an extra year and make some money and have very little responsibility and be dominant and have fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's easier to make that choice now.
Yeah, also, 2 more games I wanted to talk about. LSU and South Carolina was a really good game.
Hell yeah.
South Carolina,
that was insane.
They would have beat LSU, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say. I think it's been long enough. I was trying to, our guy, FBI Tugboat over there on UFM, great feller. He's a South Carolina guy. And 2 things really stood out to me as like, yeah, that's South Carolina football. Old boy fucking committing the penalty on the fucking interception. That could have won them the game. And when the kicker was lining up for that kick at the end, they showed a wide shot, and a large portion of a couple of sections of the fans had already left. And I said, both of those things right there summarize South Carolina football. Just loser mentality.
Pretty much.
And that's why you don't fucking win games like that. Doing stupid shit loses you football games. and having a loser mentality loses you football games.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on display. Try again next year. That's forever.
Also-
it's forever. It's forever a sleeping giant, man. The South Carolina is that whole region, such a good recruiting. There's no reason that they can't be like an Alabama. You know what I mean? Alabama doesn't necessarily recruit guys out of the state of Alabama, but they're so well centrally located around all that talent that they could be fucking amazing. There ain't no reason South Carolina can't be that too. But
also
South Carolina football.
Marcel Reese from Texas A&M, he needs to stay the starter. I know they played Florida, but his dual threat ability, he looks better than that Wigman kid to me.
You say his last name was Reese?
I mean, not Reese, Marcel Reed. My bad.
Okay. I'm thinking about the son of the Raiders fullback? Yeah.
Edit that part out, yo. My fault, man.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was like, that'd be fucking awesome.
Nah, Marcel Reed, he had like 300
down for a Marcel Reese fucking mention on this pod. That's a fucking all-time, turn of the century fucking dual threat fullback, baby. Fuck yeah.
And then West Virginia and Pittsburgh, they had a really good game too. Pittsburgh is 3-0 now, so I'm kind of like on the lookout to see what they do.
Yeah.
So those are the matchups of week 2 that stood out. I'm expecting more for this upcoming week, but it was some decent games last week.
One of our interesting ones that coming up because of this new Big Ten, we're getting some pretty big matchups out of this Big Ten right off the bat, which obviously was the intent from the beginning to give them, awesome strength of schedule, be in premier TV spots. We got USC. There's actually some pretty fat fucking matchups this week. USC and Michigan. USC at Michigan, which is also interesting. They got opinions have changed pretty fucking quick on Michigan. Yeah, USC is 5-point favorites in the Big House.
I'm taking that.
Okay, you think USC is going to do it?
Yeah, I'm not really impressed with what I saw from Michigan.
Hell no, that quarterback. What the fuck is going on up there? Where's Orgy? Not the first time I've said that.
He's starting this week.
What? Yeah, they starting him this week.
Oh, he's fucking better because your man is fucking going fucking crazy up there with the interceptions.
Yeah, to have 3 interceptions against Arkansas State, that's just inexcusable. Respect to them for making the plays, but bruh.
They had that story about that dude overcoming bone marrow cancer, and that's a fucking awesome story and good for him. But usually when you have to have that done, you have a bone marrow transplant. And I think the secret is out now. They gave him Jameis Winston's bone marrow. And then here come all the fucking interceptions. Here comes the 30 interception season. No, man. Fair fucks to that guy. Great fucking job. That's fucking badass overcoming that. But the interceptions are fucking crazy. Alex Orgy is a fucking amazing fucking athlete. I think we all expected him to be starting this year anyways. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. It's past time. The USC defense might make it tough. Might put it on him for his first week. What do you think there, Tay?
Yeah, I got Michigan, especially with the QB change. I like shaking things.
You got Michigan? Michigan's gonna win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got Michigan. Yeah. I think the team's gonna rally behind the quarterback making his first start. Alex Orgy helps out in the run game. Michigan's run game has been, or Donovan Edwards has been underwhelming. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought Donovan Edwards was going to be, I thought he was one of the best players in the nation. I thought he was going to be a lot better, but he's been slow so far. This could be it.
Ollie Gordon's been a little poopy too.
You think
yes,
so?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
15 carries, 48 yards. That is horrible.
Yeah.
I thought he had a 100-yard game already.
Yo, he has not looked good this year, bro.
Yeah, no.
It's been rough.
Okay. Well, that's another one. Another one of our good matchups this week with that new Big 12. I believe the quarterback, Utah, Cam Rising, is still questionable for this game. But Utah at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State 2.5-point favorites. What do you think? New Big 12 kicking off big time fashion.
Give me Utah. Like I'm still not moved by Oklahoma State. I've actually checked
without
them out.
Cam Rising.
I mean, they're probably used to playing without him at this point.
I mean,
like, was he an 8-year senior, and then he wants to come back for another year? Apparently, like, yo, go home, get a job, bro.
Do what your parents did and get a job, sir. Yeah,
right. So, like, I'm not impressed, but I do think I haven't been impressed with Oklahoma State. Honestly, I know they had a win last week against Tulsa, but outside of that, I haven't really been that moved. I think Tennessee's going to beat the sleeves off of Oklahoma. I think that's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, that's our other big matchup. Yeah, Tennessee, Oklahoma. I'm excited for that because that's, I think Tennessee's kind of the sexy team so far this year, and I don't think that Oklahoma is all that, but they're still fucking Oklahoma, and so this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, last week for a little while, Tulane was giving them that work. I remember we were talking about that game. Yeah. So they're still a very talented team. So if Tennessee goes in there and runs it and puts it on them, I think it's going to answer some questions about whether this thing is for real or not. I am excited about that matchup because this is no bullshit. It's interesting to see Oklahoma's welcome to the SEC. What do you think there, Tay? Oklahoma, Tennessee.
Yeah, I got Tennessee. I think Tennessee's probably the best team in the SEC, in my opinion. I mean,
got them over Georgia.
Yeah.
I know Georgia had an off game last week, but
I think Tennessee is at. You know how some colleges, when they have a lot of seniors and stuff like that, they'll drop off the next year. This is Tennessee right now. Like, I know that their quarterback isn't a senior, but they got NFL players in their D line and whatnot. At wide receiver, they have an NFL player. I think this is the year for Tennessee. Everyone's at their peak this season. So this is the best Tennessee we'll see, at least for the next 2 years. But yeah, I like Tennessee a lot. I think Tennessee, like I said, I think they're the best in the SEC. So yeah, I'm going with Tennessee. They showed me a lot against NC State. They took care of business, no problem. So I don't see why they can't do it again. And Oklahoma isn't the same team. That's why they keep dropping in the rankings. Like, I don't know why the spread is 6.5. Like, I see a 20-point win at least.
Right. And that's the stamp that we need for Tennessee, really. So what are you personally looking forward to there, Tay? We went over the big games this weekend, those matchups. What are you personally looking forward to?
Well, I think I already talked about it, but yeah, Alex Orji, he's one. He was one of the hype guys. He uses his legs and stuff like that. So I just want to see how that goes. See if they can turn that season around, because a lot of people expected Michigan to drop off because they lost all their guys and whatnot. So that would be interesting if they know that they have their quarterback. They don't have to go to the transfer portal and go elsewhere. And yeah, that Utah Oklahoma State game is gonna be good too. I know we already talked about it, but yeah, I think that's gonna be the game that I'm looking forward to the most. It could be Ollie Gordon. He could show up, because I looked at his previous games and whatnot. But yeah, Ollie Gordon can show, but I got Utah regardless of Cam Rising or not. I agree with X. They struggled last week and all that, but their backup, he was all right. He was all right. The game got close. I was watching that game for some reason, but the game got close, and he kind of they turned up. Like, once the game got too close, they just all right, we're playing around. So I expect to see some of that going into the next game. So yeah.
What about you, X?
It's a couple games. So first of all, Florida State needs to get their first win against Cal. I'm not
okay. Sure. Hold on, that was going to be my segment when we do this. Listen to this when we do get into the spread section of the show, but I guess we'll do it now. FSU was fucking favored. FSU was favored by 2.5 over fucking Cal. What?
I don't get it. I haven't seen anything, and I'm an FSU fan saying this. I haven't seen anything to warrant that. Just to be real, I haven't seen it.
I feel like Cal is the best team that they've played so far. What the fuck?
No, Boston colleges, to be fair.
Beat Auburn. What?
Boston College is better than Auburn, though.
They're 3-0. What the fuck? Oh, okay.
I don't get it, man. But I wanted to shout out to the two freshmen, Jeremiah Smith and Buddy from Alabama too. Tay, you can give me his name?
Brian Williams.
Yeah, Ryan Williams. Want to give a shout out to them. Like, they've been whooping ass to start. They look elite. And the fact that they're freshmen just, especially Williams at 17 years old, he's already dominating, putting his imprint on the SEC. Like, they both look
something.
You said what?
I got it's kind of the two questions are kind of similar. So my first question, do you think they should still have the rule where you have to be 3 years removed from high school to enter the NFL? Like, do you think some guys can just do one and done, boom, right to the NFL? You think so?
Only a select few. Like,
Okay.
I think Adrian Peterson could have did that shit his first year, but like, I don't think that's a common thing.
Okay.
Just my opinion. It's a lot like with strength and shit. It's not like the NBA. You gotta be strong, and then it's a whole mental game, and it's just different in football. Just my opinion.
Okay.
So the American in me wants to say no, because you can get paid to go get your fucking legs blown off when you're 17 years old in service to the country. So why would you not be able to fucking go play professional football if you're good
That's
enough
true.
to play? But there is an aspect. So I would, as long as they make some sort of change to the rule of like that you can still go to college and play. Because on the one hand, like I said, the American in me says you should be able, if you're good enough, talented enough, you should be able to do anything, regardless of the age that you are. And you should be able to try it. On the other hand, I think you're going to have like a 99% fail rate.
Yeah.
Not just for the physical aspect, but for the mental aspect. Ain't nobody out of high school is ready to fucking learn an NFL playbook. Like, I'm sorry, you're fucking not.
Right.
So I just don't think it would ever work. So I think when these guys fail out, they should, because there's nothing. So they go to the NFL, right? There's nothing that stops them from, if they wanted to pay, if they want to take out student loans and go to college, they could go to college, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then they should be able to play football, I think, even if they failed out of the NFL. I don't really see and I understand that everyone, that's just the way it is, but like logically, can you explain to me why that's not allowed? Because we got motherfuckers who are like 27, 28 playing in college football now fucking anyways. So I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
I think one alternative.
So I think I'm with you that if they want to be in the draft and play, then they should be able to be in the draft and play. But also, I would like to see changes to eligibility rules. That if you can attend college, if you can be offered a scholarship, then you should be able to fucking play.
And also, I feel like if the NFL was to utilize the UFL like Major League Baseball does with AAA, I think that could help out too. Because some people just ain't really interested in going to school. You'd be like, yo, let's just have this as a minor league, get you here for like 2 years. If you're ready, then enter your name in the draft. You could be picked out of the UFL.
So it looked like before the last version of the XFL, it looked like that was going to be their path to success, was because they did allow any age players to play in the XFL, the 2020 version, the version that got killed in 2020. There was a guy who got drafted out of the UFL or the XFL that year, and his draft package, the highlights were of him playing in the XFL. It was fucking cool.
Wow.
He played for the Battlehawks. And I believe he was still very young too. I think he was like 21. I think he did his freshman year. He said, I need to fucking make money. I need to do something. I'm not eligible to go to the NFL yet. I'm going to the UFL. And he played in the UFL for a season, or at the time it was the XFL. I'm going to go play in the XFL. And he played in the XFL for a season and got drafted out of the XFL. And he was making money while he did it. Then NIL came along and it kind of killed that pathway, because now you can play college football and be making a financial impact for your family back home or whatever reasons. I believe that was the reason. He had a kid. And so he's like, yo, I need to make money doing this now. And that's why he went to the XFL. So yeah, I agree, but I think NIL is just. I think NIL has kind of deaded a lot of that conversation in general because you can play college. There's a lot of these guys who are going to make more in college than they are in the pros because you figure you got guys on there who are just kind of in the mix, decent college players, and they'll only be practice squad players if that in the NFL. Money will be pretty comparable. What's your second question, Tay?
And I keep seeing, Arch Manning. I keep seeing this post. Y'all probably seen it too. They were basically saying if Arch was available this year, he would get drafted in the first round too.
No.
You don't think so? Like right now,
first round.
Not enough film, bro.
You don't think any team
Can we play a ranked team first?
Like,
let's slow down a little bit. I haven't seen that post.
Yeah,
I gotta see.
There was rumors the year that Ohio State went on that run that if Cardell Jones had went into the draft, he would have got fucking picked in the first round.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So is it that much further away? So we'll get this game this weekend. Fuck, if he gets 2 or 3 more games, then he looks real fucking good. So I think, but the difference though with Cardell Jones is Cardell Jones was a fucking man child. He was like, 6'5", 240, fucking trucking people. Like this guy's clearly physically fucking ready to play in the NFL. Physically. So that was a little bit different situation. But my answer is no, I don't think so.
No, just give him some more time. Give him a full year. Like I said, probably ride it out with him because
But it is interesting because his last name is Manning.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's part of it, right? They're like, we've seen enough. His last name's Manning and he can run. Fuck, let's go.
He's not eligible to come out this year, right?
What's that?
Is he eligible to come out this year?
No, next year. Right?
No, next year.
So he's going to finish out this year. Then by next year, he's going to enter the draft. He's not staying past next year. He's a Manning, bro.
Yeah. Spread of the week. Spreads of the week. Penn State favored by 49. So teased up to 50. Over Tay's boys. Tay's favorite team. Kent State.
Penn State's going to beat them by 60. They lost to St. Francis, PA.
And then lost. What was that score? Was it 69?
71.
Yeah.
They took their foot off the gas. Gave them
Yeah.
They could have put 100 on them motherfuckers.
They should have, bro. That'd have been crazy.
But yeah, I'm taking the over too. I don't think Penn State's that good, but Kent State's that bad. Give me the over. What's the line on the Clemson NC State game, Eric?
Hold on, let me find
it. It's
Clemson and a half.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fuck. I'm staying away from that because they're both booty juice. NC State fucking sucks, but like, am I trusting Clemson to beat anybody by fucking 20 points?
Yeah.
I wouldn't give them no 20-point spread. That's crazy. For whatever reason, Clemson's ranked 21st. I don't know how they hop back in. That's a little crazy to me.
They never put them out. When they went to
okay.
Georgia, they went to like 23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're not 20 points better than anybody, though. I don't see it.
You don't think they can beat Florida State by 20?
I mean, yeah, they beat us. I'm we're nobody, bro. Like, I'm talking about NC State and other teams.
Oh, okay.
And then Texas at 44.5.
Yeah.
Over ULM.
Man, they got to grow up with this schedule, bro. Them in Miami been playing some cupcakes. I know they played Michigan outside of
Texas
Michigan.
Went to Michigan. Yeah, they have.
Outside that, like, I scrub that part out. But I'm just saying, like, they played Colorado State. They played Texas San Antonio and Louisiana Monroe. So 3 out of them 4 games is stanky, Eric.
Here we go. I'm trying to find who Colorado's playing this week. But while I'm looking,
them in Miami, they played a weak schedule. I mean, not really them. Miami has really played a weak schedule. They played Florida, Ball State, Florida A&M. Now they're playing South Florida. Like,
yeah. I mean, they're in the SEC. You can't duck in the SEC. Like, eventually, yeah. I'm looking at the schedule now. They got some guys. They got Georgia coming up.
All right.
They got Oklahoma. Yeah. That's about it, though. But they had some teams.
I dig it. I don't like this 3 out of 4 start though. I just feel like 3 of those teams. Come on, Texas. Like, y'all could do a little better.
What'd you guys think of the Shador situation this week? Where old boy tried to come up and shake his hand, and he said, "Get the fuck out of my face."
He did.
I respect it because dude was talking spicy.
Yes, correct. Same.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 for 3.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
That should happen more, in fact. You should not be able to get away with just acting fucking crazy and being disrespectful and doing whatever the fuck you want online, and then, oh, it's cool when we see each other face to face. No, I will slap the fucking fire out of you.
Yeah, keep that same energy. That's what Shador was saying.
Yeah.
Like, keep the same energy. And then he plays stanky, too. So I don't know where that $600,000 shit came from, but, bruh, fuck out of here. Well, I turned down $600,000 to stay at Colorado State to build something. Who offered you that, bro? What school? I want to see the receipt.
Yeah. Why are we telling lies here?
Right, fabricating.
1 minute.
Oh, they played Baylor. That's a loss.
Yeah, they play Baylor. I'm looking for the spread. You don't think that they can do it?
I mean, we'll see, but I think this is an upgrade from the teams they've been playing outside of Nebraska. Like, I don't think Colorado State and North Dakota State are on the level of Baylor. That could be a tough one. I haven't really seen Baylor play too much this year, so we'll see. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a battle. Just my opinion.
Okay, so they got Colorado's 1.5 point favorite, so basically a pick 'em. I don't know if I don't know if I feel confident enough about Colorado. They have looked better in spots. I don't know if I feel good enough about them to pick them straight away. What do you think, Derte?
I got Baylor.
Okay.
I think they're like the same tier team, but I just think it comes down to the line. Like, the defensive line at Baylor is good. Right, the D line is good. They get some pressure, so that's how you beat
already.
Just get
right off the bat. You got concerns because
that's
that
how you beat them. So yeah, I got Baylor. I think the pass rush will get through, and it will just bother their defense.
Well, we will check back on all of that next week. This has been the College Football Show. Please check out our NFL coverage. It was a very spicy episode this week. We had a lot to react to. Oh boy, things are getting fucking tight for some of our favorite teams on this show. So check that out. Weekend Wrestling coming up soon. Me and True. NBA season right around the corner. Please, if you're checking this out, if you're liking this, sub to the show so you can get all the stuff first. Our Medium site, DAR written articles, has been crushing it in the month of September, coming up into October. We've broken our own site traffic record. August, and then again in September broke that record. So it has been absolutely fucking killing it. True Guy got an album out right now. First of 3 coming out monthly for the next 3 months. Our guy Apollo as well. Look for those on all the places that you stream music. The music, basketball, football, wrestling, all sorts of other things. We are all over the place, and that is because the world of DAR never stops.